Hi folks, Jeff Smith here from HigherTrustMarketing.com and InfoMarketerZone.com. I want to welcome you to this very quick video, and I think it's going to be very exciting today to find out the real secret behind some of the biggest names in information product publishing. And these are people that have built million-dollar-plus businesses selling information, packaging information into what you might think of as just ebooks, but also into audio and video series, into private membership sites, into DVD packages, into seminars and workshops and home study kits. And that's exactly the topic we're going to cover today, is different formats that sell like wildfire, formats that allow you to put a premium onto your information. And this is good for anyone that is already in the information publishing business, that you may have tried to develop your own ebook, but also for anybody that's just looking for an online business to get into, where you have a certain amount of knowledge or at least an inside perspective on a marketplace, understanding the questions they may want to answers to, and that you can research and find out the answers for them, package it into information, and have yourself a full-time, million-dollar information product enterprise going for you. Now, when people start to think about how do I get into the information publishing business, they think ebooks. They think, I can write an ebook, I can write an 80 or 100-page ebook, and that'll get me into the market. Problem is, or the challenge you have, is that ebooks sell for $17, maybe $27, maybe $37 at the high end. And if you start to do the math and what it's going to take for you to earn your financial goals in any kind of a full-time business, with those sorts of price points, it's a lot of product that you need to move. There's an easier way. There's a much simpler way. And also, think in terms of what's best for your customer. If you've got information that you can communicate to somebody on achieving something like weight loss, or a system for training their pets, or a system for improving their golf game, or a system that you've tested for, an experience that you've tested for somebody to get into their own business, or a sales process, whatever the piece of information or topic might be, is it really the best way to write 80 or 100 pages, or is there other ways that you can do it to communicate it, either audio, video, or a checklist, etc.? So we're going to talk a little bit about some of those formats. So is there a better way to inform your customer? The perceived value is really important. The perceived value of an ebook or a book, we've seen them since we were 3 years old. We all understand that books are in around the anywhere from $10 to $30 mark, and that's the price that we have in our brain for any information that's put into a book. But you put the same information into a DVD, and all of a sudden $47 is a very achievable price point. You put the same information into a home study package that packages some written product, maybe a checklist along with some video, and $197 is a common price point. Or you can put it into a $997 seminar. Another thing about that you may want to consider when you deliver your information to make it more of a value to your customers, getting your customer involved. And so think of different formats that allow them to do that. How do you differentiate yourself in busy markets? Well, a market that has already 20 or 30 highly competitive ebooks, do you think you could come up with a different format product that would differentiate you? Of course. Physical product opportunities. So beyond books and ebooks, if you can put together a binder, a manual, a guidebook, a home study course, they give you all kinds of opportunities for higher priced physical product opportunities. And more joint ventures, bigger lists, more credibility. These are all benefits of going beyond ebooks in terms of the format. So really, when you sum it up, 3 to 50 times higher prices and profit from the exact same information package delivered in a different way. So what are we talking about? 25 info product formats that we're going to share with you today. There are actually more of them, but these are the top 25 that we've certainly ourselves either been involved in selling or packaging for people, or have coached people to put together, and who are running highly successful full-time information publishing businesses online. So let's just go through them in order. Audio interviews. Find a couple experts in your field and interview them. You bundle a couple of audio interviews and either bundle them with an ebook or written product you have to get it up to a $47, $97 price point, or bundle the interviews themselves, do audio transcripts, the second item on the bullet list. And there you've got a package that you can actually, burn onto a CD or a DVD and ship out to people and get $47 for it. It's being done all over the place. In any market you can think about, there are audio interviews that are happening of experts, and they're shipping them out. Checklists. I love this one. Take the information of a system or how-to formula, put it into a step-by-step checklist. It's usually only maybe a couple pages long with some explanation. And people just love this, and it becomes an exceptionally high-valued addition to an info product package. Spreadsheets, if it's anything that has to do with calculations or a series of steps or a project plan or a checklist of any kind, you can create it in a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and actually deliver the spreadsheet in a templated format. Teleseminars are excellent. Create a teleseminar, maybe invite an expert or just issue it yourself. And this involves, even if you have 10 or 20 people on the line, you record it with a few question and answers that you can collect beforehand, and there you have a killer product you can sell. A quick start guide, a manual, a newsletter, a paid newsletter that recurs every month. You can have a free newsletter that goes into maybe a page of detail. You can have a 10-page paid newsletter that's more research content, maybe a little more current, maybe some interviews that are printed into your newsletter. You can do a video newsletter or any kind of video products that you see here, a video seminar, a live video that you shoot just in your house with a decent background. This is being done, folks. People are using $597 camcorders that give excellent video and a little bit of decent lighting with a hot topic, and you can create your own live videos that you either sell streaming online or burn it to a DVD. A home study course is just usually a bundle of, say, a written guidebook or two that is created in a binder format or a manual, loosely bound, and comes along maybe with some audio interviews that help, or your own audio tutorials that are recorded to accentuate the package, and maybe a couple interviews. And there you have a home study course, and those are being sold for anywhere from $197 up to $1,000 depending on the topic. And an email course. So massive profit potential from rebundling information. And let's go through a couple more. So to make the 25, you've got things like self-assessments, where if you've got some sort of system where you want to guide people through the system by an assessment and then give them something at the end, that's great too. Group coaching, call-in days. Dan Kennedy, if anybody knows Dan Kennedy, this is his approach, is he'll actually have a premium membership coaching club where there's certain call-in days every month where he just answers the phone and you get to call in and ask him a question for a half an hour or 45 minutes of time. Membership sites, of course. And, bundles, product plans, cross-sells, upsells, these are all opportunities you have when you can develop these kind of quick products and sell them. So some examples. These are just, basic ones that I took off the internet that I know are selling exceptionally well. Learn to knit DVDs. They have packages of single DVDs, $16.99, bundle 3 of them, $29.99, and bundle 5 of them for $49.99. They're just tutorial videos. Selling real estate on eBay. So you take any kind of big niche like eBay and then split it in, selling cars on eBay, selling real estate, selling home goods on eBay. And, this is just one workshop, $397. That's half a day workshop. Coaches and Consultants Boot Camp, $297 video and workbook that was taken from a live seminar. Real Estate Wealth Kit, 5 DVD set, $197. Time Management Seminar, 1-day seminar, $599. Managing Chaos, Dynamic Time Management, Recall, Reading, and Stress Management Skills for Administrative Professionals. Now, this one's this tells you something, too. It's targeted right at a specific group of niche markets, administrative professionals. And for that, they actually get $1,500 for a 1-day seminar. So think in terms of alternate products, guys. This is, if you have information to sell, it's just as easy to package it in one of these alternate formats and get, as I mentioned, anywhere from 3 to 50 times more. So the best resources to learn more. If you want to learn more about your information publishing business and actually get into this in a big way, head over to our blog. It's at highertrustmarketing.com/blog, or more free videos like this one. We do a video a week, folks, and we get these out to you. So the announcement list you'll find over at highertrustmarketing.com/getmyvideos.html. So head over there, get your name on the list, and we'll send you notifications as we come up with these free videos. That's all for today. Bye-bye for now.